nice to meet you. And, of course, Ted Danson.
We're both on the board of Oceana, board of directors.
All right. Well, you know what? It's so wonderful that the both of you are here today, of course. And it's what annual is this now for the Oceana Gala?
Is this the third annual?
Third, yes.
The third annual Sea Change event.
Yes.
Okay. And, Ted, when did you get involved? How did that begin for you?
I wouldn't have gotten that right.
See, now,
Yeah.
you started when?
I started about 20 years ago with an environmental lawyer named Robert Solnick. We started something called American Oceans Campaign that then merged with several other organizations into Oceana about 9 years ago. So I'm on the board of directors, and this is kind of what I do when I don't act. I run around talking about oceans.
And you're passionate about it.
Advocate.
Yes, he is. He absolutely is. Now, tell me about kind of what is in the future for Oceana. What do you see in the future happening?
Wow. Well, one of the things I'll tell you what we're working on right now. I mean, many things. We are international, so we had a big victory just recently down in Chile. We stopped an electric power plant from being built that was about to endanger the Humboldt penguins
and the abalone shell farming.
Right. So basically what's happening is the world's fisheries are at risk. The United Nations say about 70% of the world's fisheries are either fully or overfished. So if we keep harvesting and kind of mindlessly doing what we do, you could literally see the collapse of the oceans, theoretically.
Right.
Commercially, you could fish them out. So what we do is try to protect the habitat, make sure that like in the Mediterranean, we've stopped the French, the Italian, the Moroccans, who else, from drift netting, which is
We've preserved over 1.8 million square miles of bottom trawling internationally.
Which is when you have these huge gear that scrape the bottom of the ocean. It destroys the coral and the rocks and the nooks and crannies that are the nurseries for the little fish that grow into big fish that we like to eat. So if you destroy the habitat, then you have a huge impact on the fisheries. So we have a solution to that, which is, no new bottom trawling, only where you did it last year or the year before.
Do you think there's enough media awareness, viewership awareness, listenership awareness? What's your feelings on that? Getting the story out there.
I think the Gulf oil spill has really propelled the environmental and ocean agenda. So that, as horrible as that's been, it's been a great magnet to get people more aware of the ocean issues. And Oceana is the one international nonprofit group that's solely focused on ocean health. So I think that it's been a great opportunity, even though it was a crisis, to get the information out to more people that weren't really aware that the ocean is one body of water. Whether you're in the Gulf or you're in the Arctic or the Atlantic or the Pacific, it's one ocean that we have to keep healthy.
Absolutely.
And it's not just about saving critters, because you can, if your life sucks, you can go, who the hell cares about fish? It's about public health, too. There's so many fish out there that you shouldn't be eating now because of the amount of mercury in them. So you need to educate yourself and become aware. The most important thing I could say tonight is oceana.org. Go to oceana.org. It's an amazing website. You can become an activist by pushing a button here and pushing a button there. All of a sudden, you'll get an email from us when something's coming up. You'll send your email by clicking here, and you will be an international activist making a huge difference. So go to oceana.org.
I'm a naturopathic doctor in addition to host TV shows and radio. So we had to study what mercury does to the human body. It's horrible. And if people really, really understood what are the ramifications of mercury, it's, scary, very scary.
Yep, it is, very real. 1 out of 6 women in this country have so much mercury in their system that they cannot give birth safely without the possibility of neurological damage.
And there it is.
Actually, Oceana is doing a lot to stop the chlorine plants. I guess 4 chlorine plants that emit a lot of mercury have been closed due to Oceana's efforts. So, we're working in all different areas. And also the key is to look at the fact that, we need to keep jobs. And there's a lot of local fishermen that rely on fishing. So it's very important for us to keep the local fisheries and to buy sustainable fish, buy local fish. There's a lot of ways that you can get involved, and as Ted said, Oceana has something called Wave Makers, and we have over 400,000 activists now.
That's beautiful.
Online. So
around
that's
the
great.
world.
Around the world.
Wow.
It's
And Oceana gave birth in what year? When did Oceana start?
9 years
9
ago.
years ago.
So that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's real. Now, for those viewers that would want to know more about how to get involved, once again, what can they do?
Well, go to
Go to-
www.oceana.org.
Seriously,
Okay.
it's a great website. You can find out what's going on, find out what we're doing, and find out what you can do to help us. It's brilliant.
I love it. And you know what? I have to tell you a little secret, though. It's appropriate that I'm here because when I do interviews, I'm known for the fish kiss lady. And here's what I do. I do like that, right?
Nice.
And that means so it's appropriate that I'm here, right? So when I do that, can I just get a kiss?
Yes, you may, but I don't have to do the fish thing.
No,
do
you
I?
don't have
no,
to.
No. There you
And
go.
there it is. Thanks, guys, so
I don't
much.
think my wife watches this
Don't,
show, so
yeah,
you're in luck,
it's the
'cause
fish kiss.
otherwise it could be
That's right.
really bad.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Take care. Thank you. Now.